Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow, it's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
What a great play on defense there. Was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single-team him, double-team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Makes the grab, and he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Line run to the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense. Backed up.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Frazier. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It's complete on the right side. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He tries to take the top off. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs, and then hopefully move the football.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for room, it's Robinson. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ball. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see...
Oh, out of space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot play.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move. He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down.
Well, the offense is trying to get it done on the ground there on third down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Power football with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
It's a running room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Thrust that arm out. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's wrong. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. The Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The screen, he's got wheels. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back in the 45. Kentucky right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Complete to start this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Give to the running back. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.